right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I just got a cold chill all of a sudden. Yeah, I just got a cold chill all of a sudden. So this is what I'm noticing. Underneath, there's the chemistry card, but right behind it is don't dismiss red flags. Okay. So, unavailable just come out. Spirit is wanting you to take time alone. Go out in nature, go camping, go swimming, go fishing, go kayaking. Go do something in nature that will allow you to recharge and get some time alone. Because I feel like some of you could be dealing with someone who's cold. I don't know why, but as soon as I started, I pressed play and I said to myself, I'm freezing. Now, it's not freezing in here. It's about 75, 76 in here. So I think that you could be dealing with someone who's very cold. That could be the red flag. That could be your warning that this person is maybe not as warm, inviting, open as you want them to be or as you need them to be. Give me a little bit more. Yeah, they want you to recognize that this is working out in your favor. Even if it's something that you're wanting, even if it's... So there's an energy here of, Danielle, I feel that there's restrictions. I feel that there's something here that I can't see, I don't understand. I feel like something is tearing us apart. But what some of you are not saying is that it's this person. This person's not able to give you what you deserve. And this circumstance or this situation could be taking place for you to release control and recognize that maybe you could want a situation to work out, but it might not meant to be. Yeah. Breakup. Needing to process either a sense of loneliness that you're feeling, grief that you're feeling. Somebody could be really, some of you, okay, this is going to be a very specific reading, and I'm not going to make this reading that long because I've already got a lot of distractions. There's a lot going on. There's a lot wanting to take my attention, yet I'm trying to give you my attention. So you could have either dealt with someone, you could be dealing with someone now where they could be trying to give you time and attention, but maybe it's not enough. And they could sometimes have the tendency to act very cold towards you. And they could be telling you here that this person might be jealous of you or jealous on how you're able. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Some of you, you're dealing with a partner who sees you as competition instead of inspiration. So what do I mean by that? Some of you have been dealing with a partner, or you're with someone, or you're dating someone where this person sees your blessings as restrictions that they have. So dating someone who is secure, maybe mentally stable, maybe financially stable. Hell, maybe you're all of the above. Maybe you check off multiple boxes they never thought that they would get checked off. Yet dealing with you could make them see that they have some maturing to do, that there is restrictions in their life that they don't know if they can conquer, and you're just a reminder that they maybe can't conquer them. Sometimes we don't see people as inspiration, as what we want to be and we aspire to be, so then we maybe ask for their wisdom. Sometimes we will see them as like the enemy. And I feel for some of you, there could have been someone in your life, or there is someone in your life where this person sees you as competition instead of inspiration. And that's going to be an issue if it already isn't, because this person isn't able to give you what you deserve. And the universe is trying to get you out of a situation, but you could be feeling really lonely. You could be grieving a breakup. You could be grieving some sort of heartbreak. You could be grieving a loss. Now, I'm definitely saying that this person could have the tendency to not be able to resist things that they want to give to. So this could be someone who says, I'm not going to do this. But then if they get tempted, they give in to peer pressure. So here's an example. I'm not going to entertain anyone else but you. But then when they're maybe out and about, you hear about the fact that they were maybe flirting with people or got other people's phone numbers or took other people home because they couldn't resist. They didn't have the ability to temper the sides of them that wanted something versus needed it. So this person could be putting themselves in situations or circumstances where it's hard for them to say no. It's hard for me not to tell my ex I'm not going to pick up the phone. It's hard for me not to go meet up with my ex even though we said it was over. It's hard for me not to get this person's number because I really like the attention I'm getting, and I know it might not last, but it doesn't matter. I like this attention. I'm saying that some of you need to grieve the fact that there's not going to be an agreement met, okay? So some of you have been feeling like, well, there's restrictions. They're going to learn a lesson. They're going to come back and it's going to be us. Some of you, not so much. Some of you need to recognize that that's what you need to grieve. You need to grieve the fact that there will not be an agreement, that there will not be a dispute being settled, that this person is acting from a place of grief and anger and the inability for them to say no. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Do you think that someone that you marry should be able to say yes to everything that they want? Okay, that'll put us in financial bind. We might have to go hungry, but I don't care. I want it, so I'm going to say yes. I personally think relationships really teach you that not everything you want, you need. When you're in a relationship, you might want someone else. You might want their attention. You might want to hear what they have to say. But when you're in another relationship, it's not a need for you because your validation is supposed to come from that person. You're supposed to be nurturing that relationship. But if you've not been able to temper the sides of you that still needs attention, or the sides of you that still need your ego to be rubbed, to be soothed because you want to feel valuable, but you don't think that you're valuable, so you get it from very minimal people who don't really mean it. They just want to tell you what you want to hear. Then you're going to continue to gravitate towards that. You're going to continue to allow yourself to open up to things that might not be long lasting, but it doesn't matter because in that minute you're feeling weak and you don't know how to say no. That's what I'm getting here. Some of you had someone attached to your energy, or you do now, where they have a hard time saying no, and you need to recognize that this person not being in your life isn't to punish you, but it's because they're the weak link of this relationship. They're the weak point of this dynamic, and your relationship is only as strong as your weak point, okay? So if this person's not willing to work on themselves or strengthen the sides of them that's weak, strengthen the sides of them that don't know how to say no, it's only a matter of time before the weak point is pushed through, collapsed, and then the relationship either fails or we have to rebuild it. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to know, is that you need to recognize that you're more than likely not going to settle a dispute. Someone here could have friend zoned the other person. Someone here could also be hiding the truth, and the truth could be that they either wanted you just because of what you had to offer. So this could have been someone who didn't want you to know that they either only wanted your money, they only went out with you because they wanted you to pay for the meals, pay for the dates, they had no interest in being with you, or they only wanted to be around you because they were hoping that you guys were going to link up, hook up, give them the goods. And as soon as they seen, oh wait, this is going to take longer than I think it should, I'm out. That's how you know what someone's true intentions are. Be careful what you're giving to people, especially in the beginning, because if they don't get what they want, if their mask has to stay on longer than they want it to, they're going to give up. That's what I'm saying. Someone here was not telling you the whole truth. And the whole truth was that this relationship could have been strictly physical. They didn't want to get to know you on a deeper level. They didn't want to get to know why you did what you did, why your brain ticked. But again, you could have in your mind said, but there's restrictions. They need to learn lessons. They need to evolve. But what was happening here is that you needed to evolve. You needed to see that this person couldn't give you what you deserved. They actually wanted to hide what they wanted. And when they realized, wait, I'm not going to get what I want here. Lying ain't going to get me nowhere here. I'm going to have to play the long game. I don't want to. They dipped out. And again, the universe is saying, listen, you need to release control because this is working out for you. You think that you just lost someone you really like, you really love. You think you just lost something special. But what you need to see is that we're taking something from you when you don't even know what the hell's going on. You don't even see it clearly. But you also need to maybe grieve the part of you that's like, no, they're going to come back and compromise. They're going to come back and they're going to say all those things I've wanted them to say. They're going to come back and we're going to be able to settle a dispute. But the universe is saying that's not necessarily the truth. And deep down, you know it. Deep down, you know that this person wanted one thing and one thing only. And either when they got it, they went on about their merry little way. Or when they seen that it was going to take more time, effort, attention, they were like, I can get easier over here. And they could have then got seduced by another lover because it wasn't necessarily long lasting to begin with. It wasn't structured. It wasn't balanced. And again, there could have been someone here that put the other in the friend zone. This could have been something where it's like, well, I want this to grow into love. And the other person was like, that wasn't my intentions. Yeah. So what do you need to know about this person? I think this is just your warning that it would be in your best interest to let go of someone because they might not be who you think that they are. They might have sold you a version of them that they're actually not. Because we have covering up the truth, not telling you the whole story, but you questioning what's real. If you're questioning what's real, that within itself tells me that this person told you something, but then didn't follow through with action, which means that they're either a liar, they're a manipulator, or they're a game player. Do you want any of those sharing your money, sharing your home with you? Do you want any of those aspects in a partner for that person to look at you and say, I love you, and you in your mind go, at what point though? At what point does your love stop? Because it's very conditional. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm unsure if I want something more. So you got someone here that was unsure. You got someone here that was unsure. I know I really, really, really like you. But I also know that this might take time. I also know that what I want from this relationship, I'm probably not going to get right from the get-go. So I'm going to dip out. And again, they could have got seduced by another person. Could be someone that they have a hard time resisting, whether it's an ex, whether it's someone who's not good for them, whether it's a little bit of like, you don't know what you want, I don't know what I want, but I guess the universe can figure it out. Yes. The universe is telling you that if you and this person end up dabbling with one another, you need to be careful because there's going to be extreme passion, and the extreme passion is going to make this connection move very quickly, but it's also going to make it hard for you guys to understand what it is and where it's going, which could add to the confusion. And if that's the case and one of you doesn't know what you want, they might then shut down, okay? Now, be careful of someone playing games with you or trying to lead you on, trying to keep you confused, because the universe is saying, listen, you've gotten to a place where you have the ability to choose better partners. So if you are choosing to deal with this baloney, it's because you want to, or it's because you're choosing to, not because you have a lesson that you need to learn here. Yeah, they're telling me that you guys struggle with your differences, but there will be an issue with you guys staying away from one another. There could even be gossip about how you took a risk on someone or something, but it didn't work. How this person could now give you the silent treatment, or how they were unsure if they really wanted to be with you. So there could be a conversation where it's like, you know, Pisces thought that they met the one, but that person ghosted them. That person shut them out. Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was it. I thought that was going to be who they were going to date. They really took a risk on them too. It didn't pay off though. Yep, back to the drawing board. Somebody could be talking about you in that manner. Now, I am saying that you and this person are going to have a hard time staying away from one another, but you guys are also going to have a hard time figuring it out, because this person's not necessarily telling you the truth. They're telling you parts of the truth. They're telling you, what I'm getting is that this person can have the tendency to tell you what you want to hear, but what they also want to be true. So here's an example. If I tell you, okay, I'm really emotionally stable, that might be a truth that I want to be true. But as someone who deals with me, you might be able to look at me and go, okay, you might think that's your truth, but that's not your truth. Sometimes you are emotional as hell. You're a roller coaster. This person could have even told you things that they wanted to be true. No, I really want a deep connection. I want someone that I can go home to. Those are truths that they want to be reality. However, they could also be covering up the fact that they might not be ready for that right now. There might be parts of them that need to be let go of before they can have that. They might not be making the choices to get them there. That could be them hiding certain aspects. That could be them hiding the truth of the reality. The truth of the reality is that they can want to go home to somebody. They could want to have a husband, to have a wife. But if they're not making the choices to get them towards those quality people, including being one of those people, being one of the ones you can depend on, you can count on, they're a person of their word, they do what they say and they say what they mean, not someone who gets cold feet and then turns into an avoidant, not someone who tells you small truths, but then you're like, wait, but you said this, but now you're doing this, I'm confused, you're inconsistent as hell. You can't depend on inconsistency. And that's what the universe is saying here, is don't put yourself in a predicament of, but they'll change, but there's something more here. There's attraction, there's chemistry. Don't put yourself in a position of waiting for something to change, to turn into what you want it to be. Because right now, this person's unable to give you what you deserve. And right now, this person could be giving into temptations where these could be situations where they know they shouldn't be doing it, but they're doing it anyways. What do I mean by that? This could be someone sleeping with someone who's already in a relationship. This could be someone messing with someone that's at their job. That could be the reason they lose their job. But maybe there's this chemistry, this passion that's hard to ignore, and they're going to get consumed in that chemistry, that passion, and consequences are going to come from those actions. But it was hard for them to resist. Them not resisting it, though, could make them mature and go, wait, I have the tendency to make bad choices. I have the tendency to run from the things that are safe and go head first into the things that can destroy my life. Why do I do that? But that's something that this person has to learn. That has nothing to do with you. And right now, you're at a place where you're the stable portion of this relationship, and they don't know if they want that. And the universe is saying, do not wait for someone to come in and settle a dispute. Do not wait for someone to come in and go, okay, I want to come to an agreement. Let's get counseling. Let's figure this out. Allow someone to make the choices they want to make, and you continue on your life path. And if they end up colliding, awesome, perfect, great. But if they don't, recognize that you didn't lose anything, okay? So just be careful of someone, finding out the truth. Finding out the truth is that this person is either emotionally confused or they're giving mixed signals. And once you discover it, you need to see it clearly. Okay, this could be someone, just because I'm saying it, where they want to kind of love bomb you, but then when the relationship isn't in the honeymoon phase anymore, or when the first hardship happens, they shut down. So be careful of that. If someone does that, that shows that they have an avoidant personality. And they're going to have to work on that avoidant personality for you guys to be able to have a relationship together. You can't chase someone around going, hey, you need to see this issue, you need to see this issue, look at it, look at it, look at it. They might have to go through life lessons for them to look at it, for them to see it. That's when you have to let go of your control issues and let go of wanting to control the dynamic and just go, you know what? If it's meant to be, it'll be. If they're supposed to see it, they'll see it. If we're supposed to be together, we will be. And if not, thank you for protecting me from what I do not know. That's what I'm saying here. So I'm going to leave it here. Have a blessed day.